Hello everybody. Today I would like to speak to you about productivity when you code. When you code, it's so important to be focused in what you are doing. So not to be distracted by your emails, by your Slack, by another messaging app, by your phone, or by a lot of things, your colleagues, so depending where you are. That's why it's so important to be in a flow. In my case, when I code, I always split my tasks into really small sprints, usually 25 minutes or like 90 minutes. It depends actually. It's Pomodoro. So in my case, I use Forest. You can use Be Focused, or maybe, you have so many different apps. You also have Flow app.info, so FLOW app, one word, .info. I use Forest, but that one is not free, but it's really good, it's really powerful, and this helps me to be just in the flow of what I'm doing in my code. Having a headphone, especially a noise cancellation headphone, it's so powerful as well when you code. I also noticed to have, when you have different monitors, at least for me, it's harder to be just focused in what I'm doing because I have plenty of windows and so I look a bit everywhere. However, if I just have one big monitor or just my laptop, it's much easier to be just focused on my IDE, on my editor, on what I'm doing, and not with so many windows, so many tabs. The more tabs, the more windows you have, the harder it is also to be focused. Then also when you code, it's so important to know what you have to do next. So sometimes you're in the code, you have to dig, and then you forget what's the goal of the task, or exactly what need to be done. So have a plan already. First check if you use Trello, Jira, or another, Asana, or another application where you have the tasks you need to work on. Try to take a notepad, an iPad where you have OneNote or just a note application, and write a few things that need to be done in the first step, the first stage of your task. So you split. You can also create a subtask in Jira, but it's nice to know what you need. It's nice to know what needs to be done on a different screen, not on your laptop, not on the monitor you work on, but like just on an iPad, or maybe just using a notepad or somewhere else outside of the computer you need to work on. Otherwise, you will change to another window. You will always switch from one to another window, and this is context switching. And context switching is so difficult with context switching to be focused and to be in the flow, because every time you change what you are doing, you switch your current task, you are distracted because of something else. Usually it requires you around 14 to 17 minutes to be again in that really deep flow. So again, remove all notifications. Just, your work has to be done, and work on really small sprints. And once the sprint is finished, you just stretch a little bit, you have a small break, but again, no notifications. Just, go outside, take some fresh air, and then go back to what you were doing before. Also, you might have, in some companies, they have a light you put nearby your laptop, or maybe you can use also a icon on Slack or on another messaging app. You just use an icon to mention that now you cannot be disrupted, because you are just focused. You say, I'm in the focus mode. usually your colleagues in tech company, in the tech companies, in the tech industry, your colleagues will understand that, because we all know how concentration it's so important to have your work done. So try to apply this. Don't wait tomorrow. Do it directly today. And finally, the last piece of advice I would like to share with you is to plan your day. So before to start your working day, just have a planner. Try to have the few things, the most important tasks that you really want to accomplish for the day. And as long as you haven't finished that, you say to your colleagues, "Oh, I'm sorry. First, I really need to have a really important thing." A really important thing that has to be done. And once you have finished that, you are free for your colleagues. But first, focus on the really important tasks that you really want you to finish of the day. So again, the really important things has to be small, otherwise you will always be busy and frustrated because they won't be done. So it has to be really small things, but start by that, because sometimes you start your day by checking some unit tests, if they fail or not. You start your day by checking a result from automation, or you start your day by checking the new messages on Slack or on another messaging app. You start your day by going to Jira or to Trello and checking the Kanban board. No, just start your day by doing the task that you wish the most to be done of the day. And then you will be more available for something else. That way you are absolutely sure that at least you prioritize your day well. I wish you all the best, and let's see in another video. Ciao.